All right. All right. All right. You good? Oh, I didn't. By the way, I see you're online now. Why didn't you tell me, Braxton?
Activision presents a smashing blast from the
But you didn't tell me you were online. Oh, shit. So you're actually streaming now, correct? Good. So before the stream started, I was actually going to tell you about a game, a recent game I actually found out that was pretty bad.
Bandicoot.
So, have you ever heard of Fast and Furious Crossroads? Can I do what again? Like stalker? How could you? Anyway, have you heard of Fast and Furious Crossroads? So it's obviously a game based on the Fast and Furious franchise, but it's really buggy and really bad.
Oh no.
Okay, well, first off, let's start with controls. When you think of controls for a racing game that has a lot of action in it, you kind of think it should be like arcade style, correct? Where it's like very simplified and very easy to maneuver cars.
Yes.
Well, it's not. The control style is more realistic in that cars have a tendency to kind of slip around very easily based on physics. And considering that one of the first missions, like the literal first mission of the game, is that you have to chase down a flamethrower tank.
Oh my god.
I'm not kidding, by the way. That's the actual first mission. And that means that you have to weave around a bunch. You're basically just knocking yourself into walls constantly for the very first fucking level.
Oh my god.
But no,
Yeah.
like, whenever I said that the game was very buggy and very bad, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because even the cutscenes in the game bug out. And I don't mean conventionally, like, there's, like, audio effects. No, I mean, like, the way that it, like, glitches out. For reference, in the game, there's a mission where you're escaping through a mine shaft that's crumbling. So you're trying to get out of the mine shaft before it collapses, right?
Yeah.
There is a bug in the game where, in the cutscene where the character escapes from the mine shaft, the rocks can fall prematurely.
That
No,
is
you
it's
wanna
not
know what happens?
What? What happens?
Your character drives straight through rocks. Your character drives, and you literally see rocks just clipping through the character's head.
Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me?
Hmm.
Dude, I swear, like, I don't know what it is, but nowadays it's like, I don't know if devs aren't just, like, putting in as much effort as they used to, but it really feels like games are more buggier nowadays.
Well, this is the era of online internet updates, so a lot of games are kind of geared toward this fact where it's like, oh, even if it's a little bit buggy, or even if it's whatever, we can just kind of patch it out later. People will buy the fucking game. So,
Oh my God.
and that's kind of like where day one patches come in, because, let's be honest, day one patches are kind of bullshit to begin with.
Oh my god.
But something that I find very funny is have you ever heard of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4?
Yes.
And do you know about the, what was it, like 30 gigabyte day one update patch?
What was wrong with it?
Oh! You want to know what was wrong with it? Well, have I got news for you? Nothing was wrong with it. That 30 gigabytes was the rest of the game.
So, like, what was on the disc?
Just the tutorial. If you tried to play the game but didn't download the day one update, you would only get the tutorial. Everything else would be locked out.
Oh my god. So you're forced into a 30 gigabyte update.
30 or 60 gigabyte download. I'd have to look up the actual amount again, but yeah, basically, you were fucked if you didn't have online access.
Why? That is...
Well, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 is obviously was rushed for development. And, I mean, it shows in just the game itself, because the game is very bare bones compared to the other titles. But also, it's very... I don't want to say buggy, but, like, the way that the game looks and the way that the game... Like, how ragdolls are handled is obviously indications that the game didn't have a very good development lifespan.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because who owns... I think it was Activision. I don't remember, but basically, the people who owned the rights to the Tony Hawk franchise basically threw out a game because the rights to the Tony Hawk franchise was coming up, and they didn't want to waste whatever time left they have with it. So basically, the game was rushed out from development because they just wanted another game to throw into the pile of Tony Hawk before it left their rights.
Oh my god. So, okay. They just did this just to profit off their franchise, basically.
Before they lost the rights to it, yeah, basically.
Yeah, always money in their eyes, like, every single time.
Well,
Whenever...
the thing about...
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
The difference between, say, a developer and a CEO is a CEO's main objective is to please the investors. So when they make a game, they don't make a game because they make a game. They make a game because they'll think it brings in a lot of profits.
Mm-hmm.
And if they see that one of their titles is going to be losing its they're going to lose the rights to some titles, they basically see wasted money potential. So they basically force out another title, either A, to preserve the rights, because I think with rights preservation, there's something like you have to have a certain entry. I think it's only like one entry within a certain amount of years.
Yeah.
Because there was a toy line that was going to lose its rights.
I heard it was something like that.
Yeah, a toy line was going to lose the rights to a certain to like a certain character. So they basically said, we're going to make a movie to try and preserve the rights.
A movie.
The movie was a movie. It was awful, obviously. I think it was like Max Steel or something like that. But yeah, the movie was awful. But the movie wasn't made because they wanted to make a good movie. The movie was made to preserve rights.
Okay, yeah, that's
basically what
shit.
happened. Yeah, that's basically what happened with Tony Hawk is well, there's two reasons I mentioned earlier, is to preserve rights, or the other option is to make something to make money before you lose the rights to something, which is what Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4 was. So earlier before the stream even started, we were talking about Cyberpunk 2077, how it was a complete buggy fucking mess.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk 2077 is different in that I believe it was pushed out because CD Projekt Red has investors, obviously. And one thing that's very interesting about CD Projekt Red is that when the game came out, and after all these allegations of rushed development, buggy releases, all this, investors got pissed, so did game reviewers, because they were not told the state of the game before release. They were just told it was ready to play.
Oh my god. Ready to play.
Ready to play.
Whatever the hell that means.
It was not ready to play.
At least
make that perfectly clear.
At least on Xbox One.
And PS4.
And yeah, PS4.
By the way, apparently scalpers for the PS5 have made over 24 million in profits.
This is...
I know we weren't talking about that, but that just reminded me of the PS5, and I'm fucking sick and tired of these people who buy scalper products.
This is a bad day.
Like, don't fucking feed scalpers. That's what gets them to do this shit time and time again. God damn.
Yeah. Ready to play? Oh my god. Scott, have you heard of the, You heard of Cyberpunk 2077, right? You explained it to him. I was fucking delayed to shit, or... Wasn't it delayed a bunch of times as well?
Okay, let me fill you in on the life cycle of Cyberpunk 2077. The game was originally announced for the PS3 generation, I do believe. It was about 5 years ago that it was announced.
Oh my fucking god.
The game got delayed again and again, and with the latest one being, like, back in November, I do believe. By the way, the chat on screen is frozen. I think you...
Oh no! Oh shit. Okay, there. Should be fixed now.
There you go. So basically, Cyberpunk 2077 was delayed for 5 years. And the most notable thing that CD Projekt Red said was, we'll release it when it's ready.
Okay.
It was not ready, but they released it.
Yeah.
Which is why a lot of people are pissed, because over 5 years, they kept delaying the game for bug fixes and all this. And the last time they delayed the game before release, they said that they weren't happy with how the game was running.
Right.
On certain consoles.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that they delayed it for bug fixes. The game comes out and it's still full of bugs.
Mm-hmm.
So, why did they delay the game if they weren't going to fix the bugs?
Because they... Oh my god. They've just delayed it so many fucking times, dude.
Yeah, and the thing is the bug fixes weren't... I have reason to believe that the bug fixes weren't for last-gen consoles. The bug fixes were for current-gen consoles. But, because they needed to push this game out, because they had already delayed it for 5 years, and The Witcher 3 was out a really long time ago, I think 2016 or something like that. Basically, they needed to push this game out the door, because they've already delayed it too much. The last time they delayed the game, they got death threats over it. With some guy even... One of the developers even published, like, a text message chat, where someone basically said, I know where you live, release the game or I'm coming for you, or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, I heard of that.
Yeah, basically, a lot of people were pissed, and obviously I don't condone that kind of action. Like, bro, it's a fucking game. You can fucking wait. The reason why people were pissed was because people had taken the day off in order to play the game, and now they had the day off.
That's, yeah. Yeah. That's why I really don't like it when a game gets delayed like that, because it's like, in some circumstances I can understand the delay, but then it's like, you know, people taking the day off in order to play it. So at that point, yeah, it's fucked.
But yeah, basically Cyberpunk 2077 was a dumpster fire for previous gen consoles, and now it's kicking off a huge... there's actually a lawsuit against CD Projekt Red right now, where they're basically getting sued for misinformation and false advertising. Investors are getting involved as well.
The game wasn't that bad on PC. The game worked on PC.
Yeah, but a lot of the focus right now is on previous gen consoles. Yeah, and the reason... Shit, I forgot what I was going to say. Ah, well. Either way. Something that I find very interesting though, is because we were talking about the PS5. Oh, shit, what the fuck?
Yeah, you better stop that.
The fuck? Anyway, so... shit. Well, that complete... Oh, yeah, scalpers. So, the PS5 scalpers are actually starting to get under fire under the UK. Because with the massive amounts of profit that they're making, the UK is not going to see any of that. So
God.
basically, the UK is now going to start targeting these scalpers for tax, like for taxes,
Yeah.
and possibly putting them under arrest for tax evasion.
Oh my god.
Keep in mind, though, that's only
Serves them
scalpers
right.
in the UK. Yeah, it does serve them right because they're assholes. You don't need 500 fucking copy or 500 fucking PS5 systems, you asshole. I'm still super pissed that stores don't have proper protective services against fucking
Scalpers and bots.
Yeah.
Bots. Like, I'm pretty sure the scalpers and the bots are just...
Put
Yeah.
a fucking CAPTCHA. Because most of the time, scalpers just use bots. You know, it'll take so much longer for them to massively collect all these games if they don't have their fucking bots. Serves the scalpers right. Yeah, basically. But either who.
Oh my god. It's like... Fucking scalpers, man.
Yeah, to be fair,
Because I
scalpers-
wanted a PS5 as well. Like, I was there fucking... Not day one or anything, but one day, I was trying to get a PS5, and let's just say it didn't go so well.
It was gone, reduced to atoms.
Like, okay, I said... So Walmart said you can get it online. Oh my fucking god. Walmart said you could get it online at like 6 p.m., 3 p.m., and 9 p.m. Needless to say, I showed up at 3 p.m. and it was sold out.
Yeah. And that's, like, basically the whole problem with the PS5 is there's no active, like, freshly available PS5s, because all the PS5s have been sold to scalpers who are turning profits around and selling these PS5s at ridiculous fucking prices.
I got scared.
Yeah, I noticed. But either way, I think I told the story before to you before. But basically, there's one time where being a scalper got you like extremely fucked over. And at least one that I could. There's been tons of times where scalpers have been fucked over before, but one that I definitely remember was whenever. What was it? Yeah, it was whenever they were first trying to crack the Wii.
Oh my god, yeah?
For those of you who are out there, if you don't know how cracking a console system works, sometimes certain games have like, what's it called? Gaps in security that can cause you to actually get into the debug menu of a console, which is basically what cracking is just trying to get into the console and play whatever games you want.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why a lot of the time when you try and, for emulators who try and do emulations live off of consoles, you'll have to have certain specific games. Like on the PS Vita, you need Tekken, and basically you have to start a match, then hit pause, and then I don't remember exactly how to do it, but you basically need Tekken to get into the debug menu.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry,
I'm just gonna say, I know for the Wii, luckily Smash Bros. Brawl is one of the games that works. There's also a Lego Batman game that works, and some Yu-Gi-Oh card game.
Yeah. But talking about the Wii, one leaked rumor is that there was a Hannah Montana game that...
Oh my god, I know this! They said the Hannah Montana was one of the games that would do it, and it turns out that it wasn't true. And people were buying up the Hannah Montana game like crazy. I think it was like Hannah Montana the movie, the game. It was one of those shitty shovelware Hannah Montana games.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah. And scalpers got screwed over hardcore because you were so lucky to have an Aku Aku there.
I know.
Screwed over hard because it turns out the rumor was completely false. And they basically lost a huge number of investments. I'm pretty sure you can still find those same scalpers on eBay trying to sell Hannah Montana games for like 79 cents.
Oh, that serves them right, though.
Yeah.
I totally jumped away. I was trying to go fast.
I'm not gonna lie, you mistimed that pretty bad. But yeah, basically, scalpers don't always win, and it's always a good day when they lose.
Yes, always good to see a scalper get fucked.
So, sort of a question for you, Braxton. What are your thoughts personally on emulation?
I don't mind it if you already have the game, to be honest. Or, like, if you weren't gonna buy the game anyways, I don't see the point in you not using an emulator.
I kind of agree. However, though, I do believe that there is a certain period where emulation is allowable. If you get a game, if you emulate a game from a PS5, I don't really agree with that, because that means that the game is still purchasable within a decent price. Also, same with the PS4. PS3 is kind of an area, because it depends on how late into the PS3's life cycle that it was.
Yeah.
But as for like PS2, PS1, and generations before that, I kind of believe that PS emulation is allowed as long as it can't be... where are you?
Hiding? There you go.
Oh yeah, that's right. I completely forgot that was an area.
Oh, oh, that hit him? Oh my god.
Yeah, the hitboxes for Ripperoo are pretty fucking forgivable.
Oh my god, that hit him?
Dude, it's friggin' like the hitboxes are so friggin' forgivable. But emulation, in my honest opinion, I'd say is allowable within a certain generation. If it's not able to be, if you're not able to get it conventionally. What I mean by conventionally is A, you're not able to find it in any stores, and B, it is available online, but it's not available on like the PlayStation Store, only through like eBay, and eBay is selling it for like $500 fucking dollars.
Yeah. I agree with that. If a game is extremely overpriced and it's from a generation where like the game isn't really something that you can purchase nowadays, then I do think emulation is okay.
Yeah. In that same kind of vein is this is why I believe, like, so I think as far for Nintendo, I think as far back as the Wii / early Wii U is acceptable to emulate, because Nintendo isn't going to make any profits off of games like that anymore. Super Mario 3D Land, I believe, was it 3D Land or 3D World that was on the Wii U, but is coming over to Switch?
The 3D World. 3D Land was on 3DS.
3D World is kind of emulated. Again, it's kind of like a gray area with emulation, simply because, well, here's the thing is, you can get the original 3D World, but you won't get Bowser's Fury with the emulation. Like, if you emulate the newest 3D World that's going to have Bowser's Fury as DLC, obviously I don't agree with that. But 3D World on the original Wii U, Nintendo is likely not going to see any profits off of, and I kind of think that's fair to emulate, because if Nintendo's not going to make any profit off of it in the first place, then they're not really losing any money if you emulate it.
I completely agree with that.
It's also the reason why I download Einhinder a lot, because I can't find the fucking game anywhere, and anytime I do find the game, it's either, if it is cheap, it's on Japanese disc, which PS1 American consoles can't read, because PS1 consoles are region locked.
God damn it, I hate that. Like, why even implement that? What is the purpose behind region lock?
I don't actually know, to be honest. It's, but you know how region locking on disc works, right?
How does it work? Can you explain it?
So, on each CD, sorry, take the PS1 for example. On each CD, there's a pattern engraved on the CD that's very barely noticeable if you look at it on a surface level.
Oh, okay.
And the reason why this is because when the disc is being read, the first thing that it reads is this pattern. So if an American PS1 reads the Japanese pattern, it's going to region lock the game from the PS1. And the reason why I was bringing this up is because cheap Einhander games are from Japan, meaning I would have to buy a Japanese PS1. Also, you slipped.
What the hell, man? That thing knocked me back.
I don't know, man.
I
don't
spun.
know.
Okay. Note to self: never spin those guys. Fuck. Oh my god.
If you are gonna spin them, at least do it a decent.
You cannot spin them. They're tricky, man. Oh!
Okay, we're back to pushing our luck again. But yeah. Region lock. I never got the whole deal behind region locking.
I'm so
I
glad
never
that they've removed region locking for a lot of consoles, I think.
I think Nintendo had region locking up to the Wii U, didn't it?
I believe yes. I think the Wii U was region lock, but the Switch is not region locked anymore.
Yeah,
actually,
thank God.
I think is the 3DS region locked?
I don't think so. Hang on, I'll look it up real quick.
I have no clue if the 3DS is region locked.
Oh. Okay, wow, that's surprising. Not only is the 3DS region locked, it's the first handheld to have region locking.
Oh, okay, that's right. I knew the DS wasn't region locked because I know you can play Japanese Game Boy games and Japanese DS games on the normal original DS and DS Lite and DSi.
Yeah.
The 3DS is region locked though.
Yeah. Which really kind of surprises me is because why region lock for 3DS, but like almost none of the other ones?
Maybe it was. To be honest, I can't answer that.
I can't either. I don't fucking get it. I don't fucking get it.
Yeah.
What?
What?
The fuck? Okay. I'm about to tell you something that's 100% real.
What? Oh no. That's how I know it's gonna be some shit. Oh fuck.
The KFC console.
I saw it. I think they're shitposting. Okay? I think they're shitposting. They have to be shitposting.
Check chat.
No. This cannot be real. I think the Xbox One, or sorry, the Xbox Series X and the PS5 may be dead.
By the way, Scott, check the group chat. I'll send it in there too, so you can take a look at it too. The KFC console is real. Created in partnership with PC hardware manufacturer Cooler Master. Promises to shake up the console war like a bag full of 11 herbs and spices with its built-in chicken chamber. A world's first.
What the? So, like, can you cook in the... Can you cook in it too? Can it make chicken?
Food. Oh my god, it can! You can cook food while you're playing games.
Oh my fucking god.
The KFC console is designed to keep your freshly purchased food piping hot as you frag foes online, something which the PS5 and Xbox Series X simply can't do, and we wouldn't advise trying either. The custom-built cooling system extracts system heat through the outside of the chicken chamber, so the hardware stays suitably cool and your chicken stays warm.
Okay, Scott, I think we both know the answer to that is clearly the KFC console. Like, okay, in all seriousness, it is the KFC console, because the Soulja Boy is literally just a fucking... The Soulja Boy console was literally like one of those scammy... Like...
Oh my fucking god.
Like, you know what the Soulja Boy console was, right? Zach?
It was basically just a SNES emulator.
Yeah,
that
pretty
at one
much.
point tried to boast that it could play Smash Ultimate. It can't play Smash Ultimate. But Okay, here, listen to this.
Okay.
The bargain bucket shaped machine is also capable of chewing through the latest games too. While the specs are still firmly under wraps, the console promises to have top-end Intel CPU inside, an Asus hot swappable mini GPU, and 2 NVMe 1TB SSD cards from Seagate. It means that KFC console can run Crysis and even Cyberpunk 2077, bugs and all, as well as I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator, and an impressive 4K 240 frames per second.
Are you fucking serious? What? Why is this a thing?
Because KFC made I Love You, Colonel Sanders and decided to just dip their toes even further into the gaming market. But they decided if they were going to stick their toes in, they're not sticking the toes. They're sticking the entire fucking foot. Also, Scott, to further answer your question, obviously the KFC console, because you can make chicken while you're playing.
Oh my god.
If this is actually real, I will buy one day one.
Are you serious? Are you?
Yes. I have to. I have to experience this feat of engineering for myself. Because then, only then, can I say that when someone argues Xbox versus PlayStation, I can firmly say that I am a firm believer of the KFC console.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck. Oh, man. The Soulja Boy console, though. Jesus Christ.
That was just... The thing is, that was just literally an emulator compilation, wasn't it?
Yes. And it was... It wasn't even like a new emulator. Soulja Boy literally just took a bunch of like consoles, that bootleg consoles that were already on the market, and basically just rebrandished them under the Soulja Boy name. And what makes it even funnier is, not only were they rebrandished in the Soulja Boy name, they were like 5 times more expensive. 5 times more expensive, ranging like from a couple $100s, I do believe.
Oh my fucking god!
I think some
why?
were even like 1,000. JonTron actually did a video on it too, and he didn't even get the consoles.
What
Soulja
did
Boy
he
just kind of ran off with his money.
Oh my god! That's...
I don't even think you can get the consoles anymore. I'm pretty sure he had to be shut down because of Nintendo. Nintendo.
I would have thought so.
Honestly, I'm surprised it took them as long as they did.
Like, they had to have been sending him like cease and desists. Like, Soulja Boy, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Was he high on? Was he fucking
wasn't
high?
I don't know. He was just a young kid with a dream, apparently, based on what he said. But it wasn't even Nintendo he was bootlegging. It was fucking like Xbox and PlayStation too. And what's even funnier is again, they tried to boast that the game could run Smash Ultimate, but it could barely fucking run SNES games.
Oh my god, why? Why for this expensive? Just a SNES emulator.
Well, obviously because it was a scam.
Obviously. Oh god. Oh, why?
I don't know. You have talent. I'll give you that. You make me more disappointed every time I watch you play.
Really? Like
No.
how's... Okay.
It's called fucking with you.
Oh my god.
I tend to do it a lot.
do.
But yeah, like I find that just the inclusion of the Soulja Boy console to begin with a very disturbing idea. That he at one point looked at the console wars and went, "Yeah, I can make my own fucking console."
No, you fucking cannot. No, you cannot.
He didn't. He just copied another console. He bought consoles after off of a Chinese bootlegging company and just sold those. He didn't even make it. They were already made for him.
Just so many wrong. So many questions.
So many questions, yet I have no answers. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah.
We're not gonna talk about that.
Oh, I think we will. You want to know what I find funny about the PlayStation 1?
What?
So, before the PlayStation 1 and before Xbox, there were only two major video game companies.
Yes.
The first was Nintendo. Can you guess who the second one was?
Sega.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Sega nowadays doesn't even make consoles anymore, which is a real shame because the Dreamcast was actually a pretty solid console. But, basically, when Nintendo first dropped, or when the PS1 first dropped, Nintendo and Sega basically had a long-standing relationship of, we are the two biggest consoles. You are pushing it.
All of that and the fucking bats is what killed me.
But anyway, yeah, Nintendo and Sega basically stood firm as the leaders of the console wars. Well, when
And then
it came to
the Sony ninjas attacked.
the Sony nation attacked. But,
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
this level's not treating you well, is it?
No, it's not. I think
But anyway.
I'm just being retarded.
So, what makes the Sony PlayStation even more interesting is you know the origin of the Sony PlayStation, right?
What?
Oh, you don't know?
The
a very
origin?
interesting story.
Let's see.
The origin? I have a very interesting story for you.
All right, let's hear it.
So, when the third generation, what generation was the N64? I forgot.
Four?
Hang on.
Fifth?
I'll check. I'll check real quick. The fifth generation. It was the fifth generation.
Okay.
Well, anyway, so originally when the fifth generation came around, Nintendo spoke to Sony and said, hey, we want to make a console that has a CD drive.
Oh! So that's where the Nintendo 64 disc drive was gonna become a thing, but Sony said no or something? And they decided, fuck you, we're gonna make our own console.
No. It's not even like that. So, Sony and Nintendo partnered to make the original, I forgot what it was called. The original N64 wasn't the N64. It was originally a Nintendo system that had a disc drive before the N64 was even a thing. Well, one day at E3, Nintendo announced that they would be partnering with Sony to make the 5th generation console for Nintendo. One day later, it came on stage again and said that the partnership was over and that it was canceled.
Oh my god. Why?
The literal next day.
You have to wonder what had happened.
So, Sony looked at what they had created and said, you know what? Fuck Nintendo. We are going to make our own console.
Oh
and they
my
made
god.
the PlayStation 1.
Oh my
In the
god.
end, despite Nintendo and Sega being the longest running console generation war, Sony was the winner. The PlayStation 1 won the 5th generation.
The PlayStation 1 beat him out of the water.
Yeah.
And they have to feel bad after the PlayStation 2.
Yeah. Basically, it kind of turned the entire status quo on its head, because here comes the newcomer completely wrecking your shit. And just like newcomer, just like the people you screwed over just came back for revenge. Which is kind of funny to me, because nowadays, like, Nintendo isn't a small company nowadays. Like, they're still very much big. In fact, recently, they're going to have a new park in Japan with Universal Studios.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I heard about
Super
that.
Mario World Park. Yeah, it's the Super Mario World Park. And there's, like, a whole thing where, like, you walk around, like, this park that's, like, fashioned after Super Mario World. And, like, you press your, like, a wristband up against, like, these blocks and, like, certain symbols on the wall to get, sort of like a 100% achievement speed run.
Oh my god.
And I will fucking laugh if people literally try and speedrun the park.
Oh my, you know people will.
Yeah, that people will. But yeah, Nintendo is not a small company. But they're not as big as they used to be in the console wars because they're more focused on the casual audience nowadays. It doesn't mean that they don't have some games that can be appreciated by a hardcore audience. I know Breath of the Wild is like pretty casual, but at the same time, a lot of hardcore people try and take to speed running it.
Square Enix was also a big supporter of wanting to go to disc and was trying to get Nintendo to go disc so hard, which Nintendo didn't, which is why Nintendo and Square had a falling out and why future Final Fantasy games were on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Final Fantasy VII happened and whooped Nintendo's ass. It had to be put on like 4 discs, though.
That was... It was in... You know, I don't know the word for it. Like... I can't get the words out of my mouth. Okay, I can't think of the right word right now.
What's its definition?
Like, when you're hoping for so much... Like... It was a much anticipated title. Or...
Hyped up?
Yeah, not like hyped up, but... I just move on. Just move on.
This little discovery of ours has made you completely speechless.
I know, okay? Well, I knew it beforehand. It's just... I can't think of the word right now.
But yeah. Basically, because all of the Final Fantasy games had moved to, get out of here. Fucking flies. Anyway. Because, Square Enix had moved over to the... Fuck off! There's a fly in my fucking room, and it literally just tried to touch my lips.
Oh my god. That reminds me of something, but I'll probably show it to you after stream.
Oh boy. I don't even remember what I was talking... Yeah, because Square Enix had moved to the PlayStation, basically, Sony won because the PlayStation had a lot more hardware behind it.
Right.
And because Nintendo stuck to making games on cartridges, it was kind of like just like engraving the coding into like a stone tablet. Like basically, oh, okay. Basically, consoles had already moved onto the disc, and it was it wasn't hard to see why. Discs were a lot more powerful. They could hold a lot more information.
Mm-hmm. Well, the bad thing is they had a lot more loading times as well.
Yeah, they did. And also, if you scratch the disc, well, yeah, that was another problem too. Nowadays, I think a lot of games are like scratch resistant and stuff like that because of, was it like Blu-ray or something technology? I'm not sure. But basically, you don't experience like the stutter from a scratch disc like in the ye olden days.
Yeah, like if you play a PS1 game and it's really scratched up, you may notice.
Oh yeah. You'll also notice in the loading times too. But yeah, just PlayStation 1 because they had the better hardware, they had the better games. Like Final Fantasy VII was fucking huge compared to anything else at the time. And just it's funny to think that the company started because Nintendo fucked over Sony.
Well, the company didn't start. You just mean like the company's will to make consoles. Yeah.
Sony started in the console generation because Nintendo kind of just did one big massive fuck you to them, and in the end they said fuck you back.
Oh my god. And that's why they're rivals.
I'd say Xbox and PlayStation are more rivals nowadays.
Well, I mean, yeah, but back in the day, it wasn't like that.
Back in the day, they were huge rivals before Xbox stepped on the scene. And even then, I don't think Xbox made... I think it did kind of decent in terms of impact on the industry, but it wasn't as impactful as the PS1 was to the Nintendo 64. Although it was the generation that we got Halo, so that happened. But
the Xbox, I mean, when I say the Xbox, I mean the original Xbox wasn't... It wasn't one that was as popular as the GameCube and PS2, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
And also at around the time that the Xbox and PS2 and GameCube were around, so was the Dreamcast.
Oh my god. I thought, wasn't the Dreamcast more for the, like, N64 era?
Yeah, but it was still around during, like, whenever Xbox was being released. There was actually a E3 conference where Dreamcast and Sega were still there.
Oh, okay.
Kind of a shame that the Dreamcast didn't launch off as much as it did, because the Dreamcast was pretty powerful as well. It also had the original Soul Calibur on it, which was a pretty fucking good game.
Ah, I see.
still
This
love
is
the
crazy.
intro.
You're gonna go crazy when you hear this. I've never played on a Sega console. I've never even played on one before.
Dude, you're not the only one. A lot of people haven't. Like, that's not very surprising. Like, do you think any of the kiddos nowadays have?
No.
I'm pretty sure a lot of kids didn't even know that Sega made fucking consoles.
It wouldn't surprise me. Like, what is the Dreamcast discs or are they cartridges?
It was discs, but it had
Okay.
Okay, so you know in the old days how we had memory cards?
Yes.
The Sega Dreamcast had something similar, but you inserted this cartridge into your controller for saving.
Oh.
The Dreamcast didn't have like ports like how the PS1 had. Like the port itself was on the controller itself.
Really? You haven't? I would have thought you did, Scott. Don't you like Sonic R?
Yeah, he does. In fact, I've seen him play it. What were you playing it on?
What were you playing it on? Might have been playing
We found out why Scott supports emulation. In fact, one of the first videos I watched on your original Nintendo Dominator channel was the video where you played Sonic R. In fact, you seem pretty well versed in it, so where'd you get it, Scott? Jesus. So, what's interesting to me about Sonic R is I know we weren't talking about it originally, but when Scott brought it up, I kind of had to talk about it. It's the soundtrack. The soundtrack to Sonic R is good, but it's not the fitting of the game.
Yeah. Just ignore that.
When you say just ignore that, it makes it harder to fucking ignore. Like how I tried to get you to ignore the fact that fucking 4Kids made a fucking national anthem with all the 4Kids characters. Which you still haven't seen, correct?
No.
Good. Don't.
Okay, I won't.
But anyway. Just Sonic R's music is confusing to me because I don't understand why, like, yeah, the music's good, but why was it there?
Another game's soundtrack kind of reminds me of Sonic R's soundtrack, but I can't think of what it is right now. But it reminds me of another game that did something similar, where like the soundtrack is really not fitting for the genre of game.
Mm-hmm.
Not to
Like
say
Sonic
that
R.
this Sonic or the soundtrack isn't bad, but it's definitely not something I'd expect from that kind of game.
Scott said in chat, I played Sonic R on Jim's collection for GameCube.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We'll buy this excuse for now. But anyway, one song that okay. Do games nowadays really have intros like they used to? Like, whenever you start up a game, it has like an intro at the beginning? I know Persona 5 does.
Some games do. Like, yeah, like Persona 5. I know some games do. They have like an intro movie, like to get, like it's an exposition to like get you enthralled into the experience of which you're about to encounter in the game.
Yeah, because I remember back in the day on like PlayStation 1, like every fucking game had a fucking intro, like movie.
Right.
Excuse me. I know Ape Escape on PS1 has one of my favorite intros.
Ape Escape.
Yeah,
that's
you've
a
never
game.
Seen it?
That's a game I've heard a lot about, and like actually want to try one of these days because I've never played it.
You should. It's actually pretty good. I will say though, is the PS1 okay? So here's the thing about Ape Escape is it was the first time because the original Sony PlayStation controllers didn't have dual analog sticks. It was more like a weirdly shaped Nintendo SNES controller, but it didn't have dual analog sticks. When dual analog sticks were made, they needed to basically explain why these were useful. So they made Ape Escape, which used basically the entire game function around the dual technology or dual stick technology. What happened? Did the barrel cut your jump short?
I think so. Scott, maybe try refreshing.
Hang on one second.
Dude, listen, I'm scared shitless by these fucking things.
I didn't even notice because I'm sneezing my fucking brains out over here. I just keep muting my mic so it's not heard on stream. Ugh.
Oh my god. No, no, come on. I'm like, the ending
It's
is
all
right
falling
fucking
apart.
there. No, no, no. Okay, we're just running past, okay? Running past it. I say that as I stop.
You are... Shit,
Oh my
what
god.
was I talking about? Oh yeah, Ape Escape. So the reason why I'm bringing up the dual stick technology thing is because one mechanic that the game has is occasionally you'll have to be in a rowboat. And the thing about the rowboat is you have to constantly turn the sticks in a circular motion over and over again. And it's a really annoying mechanic. They also have a tank segment that's actually pretty fun. But here's the thing is, how often do you do the tank mechanics? Every so often. How often do you do the rowboat mechanics? Every 5 minutes. It's a really annoying mechanic, and I kind of wish they had kind of rolled it back, but the entire gimmick of the game was about dual shock technology. So I can understand why they did it. I just wish they hadn't.
Yeah. That sounds a lot like the Mario Party minigame where Nintendo had to send in, they had to put, like, gloves on their store because people kept getting blisters on their hands from playing this Mario Party minigame.
Yeah. It was, I know exactly which one you're talking about. It was in the first Mario Party. It was a Bowser, tug-of-war game.
That's right.
People were trying so hard to beat each other.
How did that hit me? That was complete bullshit.
Yeah, people were basically turning the sticks so hard that it was actually causing blisters to be on their hands. And basically Nintendo got sued for it, and they had to hand out free gloves that protected people's hands. I think you can still get those gloves, but I don't know. I have to look up if that.
You know what? I should get them. If you can.
See if you can. See if you can. But either way, yeah. But Ape Escape is a fun game. It just has a really annoying mechanic with the rowboat. Also, it has very unconventional controls. because you don't move around with right stick and look around with left stick. You move around with right stick, and you basically position the camera behind you with the L1 button.
Oh, that
That's about the
sounds
extent of-
really confusing.
It's very unconventional, but once you get the hang of it, it's not that hard to deal with, I guess is the word I'm looking for. But it was one of the first games that ever used like dual analog control sticks. So it kind of has a pass in that department,
Okay.
in my opinion.
Oh, this fucking level. Oh, boy. Oh, no.
By the way, Pinstripe Port. So last time we did this stream like this, where you were playing Crash Bandicoot,
Yeah.
I asked you about your thoughts on who was it? Was it Embryo?
Yeah, Embryo? What the...
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on Pinstripe Portaroo?
Like what, his boss fight or like him as a character?
Either or, whichever one you want to do first.
I don't mind his boss fight that much. I do think it's actually, it's kind of simple. It's fucking simple. Like, let's be real. But
I love how you were originally trying to construct a compliment there, and then it just turned into an insult.
well,
I like. I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
I like to switch thoughts sometimes, but like,
Yeah.
Did he really appear? Was he really like that involved in any other Crash games?
No. He was mostly only ever featured in CTR and I believe Crash Boom Bang as a character you could play.
Crash Boom Bang. Not having a good track record, I see.
The game that had the Purra, what was it? Like Purra Tiger standing on his hind legs.
Oh no.
You know which one I'm talking about now?
Was it for the Nintendo DS?
Yep.
God fucking damn it. I heard
It
that.
also had a really shit. What were you saying?
I was just gonna say that game is dog shit, but go ahead.
It also had a feature in the game where you could annoy the person in first by constantly spamming them with emotes. So basically, it's Twitch chat, the game.
Oh my god. Twitch chat the game.
I'm sorry. Is there any other better way to describe Twitch chat other than spamming emotes to annoy people?
No, that sounds pretty fucking accurate.
So it's Twitch chat, the game. Because you annoy the person in first with Twitch emotes. Jesus fucking Christ.
Not gonna lie, I thought that was gonna be worse.
It wasn't. But you did miss 36 boxes, Braxton. Shame on you.
I don't fucking care about the boxes.
Crash died because of you.
No, he just got terrible back pain.
Terrible back pain and brain damage. Actually, according to Smash 4, apparently he doesn't. Because in Smash 4, he talks like a frickin' British guy. Like a well-versed British guy.
Oh my god.
Which is super fucking weird if you get the 100% ending.
Why did you say Smash 4? I think you mean Crash 4?
Fuck, I did! Shit!
I was like, wait, Smash 4? I didn't know Crash is in Smash.
God damn it. I meant Crash 4, but I... Hang on 1 second. I think I got a fucking cold or something because my fucking nose is full of mucus. But anyway, yeah, I meant Crash 4. If you get the 100% ending in Crash 4, I think I told you about this, but there's an ending where basically it shows that Crash actually knows how to talk. He apparently just acts stupid so people think less of him, so he can relax more.
You know, I seen it on YouTube.
Unless, of course...
Yeah, okay, go
Unless,
ahead.
of course, if you don't like the game, in which case it's non-canon, according to Crash himself.
Wait, really? The
Yeah,
game...
and the ending... In the ending of the game, Crash literally says, this game is canon, unless it's a kid, in which case it's a dream.
Oh my god. So it's literally Mario 2 again.
Only if you don't like the canon. So
So-
it's up to you whether or not it's canon.
That's such a just like I don't know.
I thought okay, frankly, I kind of think that they added that because they knew some people just aren't satisfied with games. So it's like, hey, if you want it to be canon, here you go. If you don't want it to be canon, here you go. It's up to you. Fuck off.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Because like a lot of people
By the way-
don't fucking like where Crash went, like, you know, after the Naughty Dog era. And this one seems to be not as bad, so
Yeah. Also, it's kind of stated that they also non-canonized crashes. Any crash that was after Crash 3 is basically non-canon, basically. Because I think you already know this, but in the game, one of the masks asks Coco, "How many times have you beat this clown?" And she says, 3. To which he replies, "Only 3? I thought it was more."
I know that was in like an ad, not like a commercial or something for the game. Not really commercial. Do they really have commercials for games anymore? But like,
Yeah.
Okay, they do have commercials for games, but it was like in an ad or something.
It was in a cutscene in the game.
But they showed the cutscene off in like an ad or something, is what I'm saying. So I've seen the cutscene
Yeah.
before.
So basically, Crash Twinsanity, Crash of the Titans, Crash Boom Bang, Crash Boom Bash, all of them are like non-canon. None of them even really exist in the Crash universe anymore.
Well,
Also, Crash Team Racing apparently as well doesn't is not canonical either. But
that's more
At the
like
same time-
a complete cross, or at least Nitro Fueled is just like a complete crossover of.
yeah, but I'm talking like the original PS1, which
Yeah.
is interesting because Engine or whoever he's called, that one alien from Crash Team Racing, is in Crash 4.
You mean Oxide?
Oxide, that's his name. Engine was the crazy robot dude.
Yeah, Engine was
Cyborg, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
right.
But yeah, basically, he's in the game, yet they don't say that Crash Team Racing is canonical, which is kind of screwy with me, but who cares?
Better than nothing, I suppose.
Yeah. The Wumpa Islands.
The Wumpa fucking Islands, man. I fucked this up.
Hey, at least you're more than halfway done with the game.
I'm more close to being done, I think.
Yeah. So then you're more than halfway.
Okay.
You know, so you want to know something I find very interesting about Smash?
What?
Byleth's inclusion.
Trust me, man. It's a mystery to us all.
It's not really a mystery. Like, it's understandable why they added him in.
What should they have?
No. At this point, there's basically more Fire Emblem. Actually, you know what? I can count out the Fire Emblem characters and the Mario characters right now. Here, let me do that right now. Give me 1 second. I gotta exit a match. Okay. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 Fire Emblem characters is how many Fire Emblem characters we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
What
Does
you're
Dr.
saying?
Mario count?
Yes, Dr. Mario counts.
So 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 Mario characters to 8 to Yeah, 8 Fire Emblem characters. And now let me. How many characters are in the game right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
76?
9, 10, 11, 12, 24, 36, 48, 70, 82.
What, 82? Oh my god, is it really that high?
83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. Here, let me double check this because there's 12 characters per row right now. 12 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83. There's 83 characters right now.
I would not have expected there to be that. I was thinking more like 76 or something. Man, Smash Ultimate's like, is truly the fucking compilation of video game characters.
About 9.63% of the roster is Fire Emblem characters. And comparatively, Mario characters make up 12% of the Smash roster. So, Fire Emblem takes about as much percentage of the board as Mario does.
Yeah, that's not that good.
So yeah, basically, there's just way too many fucking Fire Emblem characters, but because Fire Emblem 3 Houses came out, they needed to advertise that shit. So they went, hey, I have an idea. Let's fucking add Byleth to Smash, a character no one asked for, and basically everyone hated. And now he's in F tier because he has slow-ass moves.
Oh, God. That's a good one.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're in the end game.
For a second, I thought you were gonna say, "Ladies and gentlemen, we got him."
We got him. We said that at like the exact same time. But anyway, yeah, basically just Byleth was treated as trash, is trash, and probably will forever be trash because we only have like 3 more characters coming to Switch. Which, I know it's a done-to-death debate at this point, but how many, like, who do you think is going to be the last 3?
Listen, I've got my hopes up, man. And you know what? You see what game I'm playing right now, dude. So it's like, you know I want one of them to be Crash.
Yeah.
As for the other two, sadly to say, but I think Gino's dead, guys.
Yeah, he's pretty fucking dead.
Or may he rest
Sakurai
in peace.
himself killed him on screen where he showed off that fucking me outfit.
I'm sorry. I feel so bad.
Not much we can do about it at this point.
I'm so sorry, Scott.
But either way, yeah, I agree that I think Smash is going to be in the game. Just because.
Why did you just say that Smash is going to be in the game? Really?
I said Crash is going to be in Smash.
You said Smash is going to be in the game.
Fucking hell. Anyway, I do think that Crash is going to be in the game. Simply because just there's too many factors at play here. He is pretty popular right now. He just had a new game. And he's a pretty influential character when it comes to gaming.
Oh my god. You know, I gotta say, like, 5 years ago, I was not ever gonna be expecting you to say that, something like that. Like, he just had a new game released. Oh my god. A character I want in Smash that had a game released in the last 5 years. This is amazing.
It was released this year.
I know.
And then he had Crash N-Sane Trilogy in 2018, I do believe. Is it 2018 or was it 2017?
I think it was 2017.
But yeah, basically just
Yeah,
Gino is done. I've accepted his fate. Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I wanted Gino too, trust me.
I think we all did, but god damn it.
The dream
This
is
was
dead.
supposed to be the ultimate collection of Smash characters. And even Sakurai himself said that he wanted Gino, but no. We had to get fucking Sephiroth.
I mean, I'm not saying he's a bad inclusion. I don't think Sephiroth is like a terrible. Like if there's
No, I'm
one
not saying he's
character,
a bad
if there's one character
saying
I'd
he's a bad-
change, it would have been Byleth, in my opinion.
Yeah. I'm not saying Sephiroth is a bad inclusion either, but just, again, I'm still pissed at the same reason that I was before. Out of all the options we could have had, we got fucking Sephiroth.
Right.
And it's not even, it's twice as bad now because not only did we get Sephiroth, but Sephiroth came with the kill announcement for Gino. The Mii costume.
May he rest in peace.
To be fair though, some people probably have like less of a chance of being in that people are still excited for, like Shadow the Hedgehog.
He's an assist trophy, just like Waluigi.
That doesn't stop some people. Hey, I still haven't stopped praying for Waluigi, have you?
No. I will never
Exactly.
stop praying. Waluigi will
Exactly.
never be dead to me.
Exactly. Oh, man. But yeah, just the fact that this is supposed to be the ultimate collection of like characters and Gino still gets shafted to the side. Just God. Why?
It's sad, but it's the reality, I suppose.
Fucking hell. So, the thing is I don't think anyone. Okay, I know this is kind of a weird thing to bring up right now, but I don't think anyone who was in PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale is going to be appearing in the game. I know that was a game from like 2013, but the reason why I'm bringing that up is because I don't think Sly Cooper is going to be available as someone who can be playable in the game.
Well, okay, yeah. It's not like he really had any kind of chance anyways.
Yeah, I think the Sly Cooper franchise is pretty much dead at this point, isn't it?
Sadly, yeah.
What? I thought there was supposed to be a movie made at some point, but then it got
Dude.
canceled or something.
What? I just like disappeared. Did you see that?
Yeah, I guess that happened.
But okay, yeah. The movie released. They had our trailer in the movie and everything, and it's like they just
Nah,
they were just like, nah, we're not going to continue this.
I'm not feeling in the mood to release a Sly Cooper movie.
God damn it.
Sly Cooper machine movie broke.
They showed it off in 2014. They had the movie and everything, and then it's like, nah.
Nah. God damn it.
It's fucking sad. Like, they just canceled it. I had high
Yeah.
hopes and everything, too, but, I mean, if it's anything like the Ratchet and Clank movie that was released, then, I mean, I guess it's just not gonna do well at the box office.
Yeah. Ratchet and Clank was also made by Sucker Punch, wasn't it?
No, but Ratchet and Clank was made by Insomniac Games,
Ah, okay.
which is the same
Never mind
people from Spyro, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Insomniac made Spyro, and then, much like with Crash, Universal's contract with them came up, and it didn't get renewed. So
God damn it.
Spyro kind of lingered around in limbo for a little while.
Spyro kinda spiraled out of control and had shitty games.
A lot of shitty games, to be honest. And then they made it big with Skylanders, and yeah, now, bleh. Well, he did get the Reignited He did get the Reignited trilogy just a little bit ago.
Yeah, that's true. I think that was... Like 2019? I don't think it was 2018. I think it was 2019 that was released.
Let me check.
Might have been like late 2018. If it was 2018, that is.
2018 on November 13th.
Okay, late 2018 then.
So you want to hear a random fact?
What?
Do you know who Weird Al Yankovic is? I
Yes.
imagine you do. but-
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Have you ever heard his song Albuquerque?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, if you haven't, there's a portion of the song where Weird Al goes to a donut store that has no donuts in stock, and he basically keeps going, "Do you have any jelly-filled donuts?" "No, we don't have any jelly-filled donuts." And basically, that line keeps repeating, but with different donuts. Now, the original segment is only about, I'd say, 30 seconds in the song. One time, when Weird Al Yankovic was live during a performance, he sang Albuquerque. But when he got to the donut part, he extended the song by like 12 minutes just doing donut types.
Oh my
People were fucking
god.
nuts. Yeah, he basically, for 12 minutes, just kept saying different donut types until he eventually either ran out of donuts or decided he had just gone on for long enough. But people were going nuts during that time.
He's a funny man, I think.
Yeah. He was also having a resurgence for a while, because I know he was on Game Grumps. He also had released like a new album. I don't
Man,
think he's...
Game Grumps. Truly the peak of his career.
I'm saying the Game Grumps thing just because... Okay, you want to hear something interesting? Weird Al Yankovic is like one of the only people on Game Grumps who ever came back a second time.
Really? So he's
He was
on there
in,
more
like,
than
2
once. Oh my god.
Yeah, he was in 2 different videos. He was on a not Price is Right, Jeopardy game. He played a Jeopardy game with the Grumps, and then he also played another game called Mom Hid My Game on the Switch.
Oh my god. That's, I should watch that then. I've never watched that one. I need to now.
If you do, you'll notice that Weird Al's voice is kind of like a weird mixture between Danny and Aaron's.
Oh my god.
Like, it's really weird. Hey, hang on one second. I can actually just pull up his, it was a while ago. So, Weird Al.
Oh shit, we're about to beat Cortex here. If I just avoid all these here, I think I'm gonna have it. No!
Hey, Braxton.
What?
You jinxed it.
I fucking hate the final thing he does.
So, who is your favorite boss fight? Not like boss character, just boss fight.
What, in Crash 1?
Crash series.
Oh, in the
Crash
Crash
series.
series. Shit, man. Can I tell you what my least favorite one is?
Go ahead.
Probably Koala Kong or Crash in Crash 2, just because it's literally, it's so fucking easy.
Yeah, I agree with that sentiment. But now, who's your favorite?
Favorite. It's an easy one, but maybe Entropy.
My favorite, okay. My favorite is a tie, but it's the same character, and you died again.
God fucking damn it. Are you... Just die!
No. I will live. I will do it.
The thing is, like,
I will.
my brain fucking, like, I don't know, it shut off there for a second. And I just got hit by it.
God damn it, Preston. What was I talking about before? Oh, yeah.
Your favorite Crash,
My favorite Crash
boss fight?
boss.
Alright.
Yeah, my favorite Crash boss is... It's kind of a tie for first place, but both of them are like the same boss battle, like boss. It would have to be Dingodile from Crash 2, I believe,
Okay.
where he like has the ice wall thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But also Dingodile from Crash Twinsanity.
Oh, I see.
But the reason why I like his boss fight in Crash Twinsanity is because he does do a lot of the same things, but he doesn't have a particular order that he does them in. Meaning you need to memorize his movements, period, rather than just memorize the order that they're in.
Okay, I see.
So it's a lot easier to be thrown for a loop whenever he fucks with you, basically. Which is why I really like that boss fight.
Okay.
But I do like the first one, or Crash 2 Dingodile, just because because of the ice wall thing.
You know, I think if you do a slide jump, and like
Yeah,
you know
you
when
can actually get
over the ice wall.
The ice wall.
Yeah. So I think I don't ever remember having a tough time with that boss fight either. I think the boss fight's pretty easy, but I do like the boss fight, so I agree with you.
An hour and 18 minutes.
Yes, an hour and 18 minutes.
Almost even, but yeah, you missed the mark by 89 milliseconds.
You know, funny thing is, this is actually shittier than my first try.
Yeah.
But it's good enough. I fucked up on a lot of areas, but it's whatever. So
Give me a second. I'll find your position on the chart.
I'd probably over 100 or something. What is it?
Yeah, you'd be 188.
188th. So you can say I'm the 188th best Crash Bandicoot 1 player. I'm in the top 200, guys.
But yeah. That ends Crash 1.
Crash 1 is done. It's
Crash
over.
1 is dead.
We're never
And
playing
we
it
have
again.
At least not on stream.
Yeah. Okay. Hang on a second. Let's go. That's right. I'm in the top 200. Yeah, 180th. Actually, think isn't it 188? 188th, man. I'm 188th. I know I said that like 5 times.
It would be more accurate to say that you're in the 100. You're in the top 190.
Hang on. Wait. Let me. I'm gonna look at it myself.
You vain motherfucker.
Not that I don't believe you, but what it was like on my screen, the top time is the timer without loading. The bottom one is just real time, even with loading. Because this game is multi-platform, and the load times differ between consoles. So like on PC, PS4, they have different load times. That's why you have a timer specifically without the loading.
Yeah. I think this is for...
I'm gonna scroll.
Yeah.
So without... Oh, no. Dude, without load... Wait, what was the time? Oh, my fucking God.
Here,
it was 1:10:57. So I'd actually be 178th.
Nice.
Yeah, 178th. So I'm actually better than 180th. I'm 178th.
Wait, how fast was it? 110 what?
It was 1:10:57. An hour,
okay.
10 minutes, 57. And you can see 177th is an hour, 10 minutes, and 54 seconds. So they were 3 seconds faster.
No. 1 hour, 10 minutes, and 54 seconds is 178th. You'd actually be 179th, if what I'm looking at is correct. I'm looking at any percentage on the first game, on the N-Sane Trilogy.
Maybe I have to refresh the page. On my screen, it says 177th.